And I don't hear it, but let me say that recording is in progress. I do want to check my other AI to make sure we got everyone recording, put everyone to work. Let's see here. So, yes, this is Andrew Williams Jr. and Remus Muhammad, and today is September the 11th, 2025, with the unofficial official launch of the Awesome Intelligence Team to promote the Lev AI network. Lev is an acronym for leveraging AI. So that's exactly what we're intending to do. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and turn it over to you, Mr. Remus Muhammad.
I appreciate that. Good looking out, Andrew. Yeah, this is the inauguration of Awesome Intelligence, AI. And really what generated that idea was AI is what you make it. So a lot of people are scared of it. Oh my God, it's gonna take my job, it's gonna take it's gonna be the boogeyman, it's gonna come get us. But I realized, it's what you make it. It's it's a cup. It's what you put in that cup is, you know, can bring you life or it can bring you death. Could be you could drink it and it could save you or it could kill you. So yeah, I love that idea of just AI, even making AI be what we want it to be. So I decided to make it awesome intelligence that we get to use for our own best interest. Donna's here, I see. Um, Donna, I know you were here yesterday. I think you signed up. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you can come off the mic, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
see.
was here yesterday. I wasn't able to stay long, so I decided to come back today.
Beautiful. Thank you. Good to see you again. I'm glad you're here in this space. Talk to me. Let's see what your thoughts are. Did you pull the trigger? Did you get a free spot with Lev AI?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I started out with AI as an AI improvisation performer. I trained the machines to understand human behavior. So I really got interested and I just started incorporating, in my writing. I'm also a photographer. So used it. One time I got caught in a jam. I worked for this very well known executive and from the music business. And I was in his mansion and I had to take I'm photographing his art. And when I got home, I realized I didn't have enough light and my pictures were just too much shadow. And these pictures were for a book he was creating.
Oh,
So
wow.
I knew I couldn't get back to the mansion. And I was like, what am I gonna do? I gotta get these pictures right. So I went to AI and AI told me exactly what to do. That pictures came out so beautiful. He never knew AI interfered.
Hey, if they don't know, it won't hurt them.
Yeah, it just answer. It does so much, and I've been telling people because I do a lot of meetings, and a lot of people, like you said, are so scared. What it's gonna do, and that's like anything else. You can use it for positive, you can use it for negative. But I mean, the way it thinks and the way it gets to know you as an individual. So it just when I need a new resume or I need a new cover letter, it knows all the things I do. So I can just say, write the one about photography, or write about my visual art, or write about my acting, and it'll just put together the thing for me. It's just awesome. I'm glad you called yours awesome because it is awesome.
Yeah, I have one. It's another AI is Asiatic intelligence. That's another conversation. But on that note, I want to, as awesome intelligence gets its legs under it, its inauguration here. Chat GPT is something everybody needs to have.
Yes.
Everybody out here, I'm realizing, Donna, doesn't have Chat GPT yet. I remember when it first was rolled out, I think it cost money and it was kind of cumbersome a little bit. But now, shoot, as they get ready for, I think, Open AI and 5.0, and shoot, they saying it's going next level. But right now, Chat GPT is free.
Well,
So
you know what people also need to know is that there are so many other ones that, depending on what you're doing, that even can get, and you can ask Chat GPT, look, I'm a photographer. What's the best app to use for that one? You can,
yeah.
GPT will answer everything. It can write a whole business plan for you. It will develop the business for you.
I got to point this out. I came across this. You start thinking about any topic, you start getting inundated with those thoughts from everywhere. So as I've been talking about and thinking about this AI because of this Lev AI, which we'll get back to that in just a second. Van Jones, what's his name? Bryant with Hope, the Hope Foundation. Bryant, what's his
Brian
name?
Hope, yeah, John
John
Bryant.
Bryant.
Uh-huh.
Pulled him up, and there's another guy, not know him as well, but he's a very sharp gentleman. They have a conversation going on. I think it's like an hour or so. They got a conversation on YouTube. You can find it. I have it. One day, maybe Andrew, you can teach me how to put a video on. We can share with everybody. But little snippets of that it's a great conversation talking about Black folks and AI, and it's really, really, really good stuff. I've seen probably 75% of it here and there because it's so rich. I get to taking notes. And one thing he said in there was, which I adopted, is everybody go get ChatGPT because there's a percentage of us that don't have that yet. They're still scared of it. They need a nudge to just
They need more than a nudge.
yeah. Or maybe a reminder at some
They
point,
need a push.
yeah, push them over the edge. Exactly. Drag them. But
Yeah, whatever. I
but
mean,
we're not gonna do all that, but we can nudge them. We
yeah,
can
but
do a
you
little
know, if we
reminder.
don't use it, we're going to be left behind.
That
Seriously.
part. And so a lot of this, Andrew and I were just talking about was creating mentorship. I'm trying to get him to set it up. You know, he's my behind the scenes guy, Zoom calls and everything. That's what he does well, better than me. And so, but a 2 o'clock one of this, of this meaning mentorship, coaching, chat rooms, just people talking all things AI. This one right here, as Lev AI starts to grow, there's going to be a learning curve there that I really wanted to dedicate some time to. That's why, Awesome Intelligence, Lev AI, our particular thing here, I'm calling that, Awesome Intelligence. And really just because, again, it's all inspiring, but not to be scared of, but to embrace. And so what to do, what's coming down the pike as Lev AI is getting ready to launch, they say in the next week or two. It's what they said last night. But some functionality is there already. You can start placing people that come in for free right now. You can start putting them on your team. And they tell me that's going to roll out with laptops. And I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I don't know if they said laptops, but definitely not the cell phones right away. They're going to be rolling it out to where you can access it all via desktop, laptop, that kind of thing. Maybe notebooks. So anyway, that's just a little update from yesterday. Nobody knew that, but they announced that Blake Schrader, I think his name is pronounced, the CEO of the company, mentioned that. As we all are, I'm excited. And I'm going to ask you right now, Donna, what's got you excited about the Lev AI piece from what you've seen so far, what you understand?
I've been more into generative AI personally. So I don't know a lot about Lev AI. So that was another reason that prompted me. Because what I do is when I go on all these different sites, when I see them having seminars, and you learn a little bit from everybody.
Yes.
So I don't know. I've been doing generative AI because that applies more to what I do.
Okay.
But I'm always open to learning new information.
Yeah, I think what excited me the most is knowing they've got big dollars backing them with Liqueur is their backer, apparently. Ownership, backing, and they appear to be around billions of dollars, which helps, I think, in this space of creating systems of bringing AI together. Is really
okay. That's what it is. Okay.
you see what I'm saying? I think that's them codifying using some systems that are already out there. What was it, Andrew, that they mentioned they utilize now site? What was it? What was it, Andrew? You remember you shared it with me? You sent me a text. I can pull it up. But 25% of Lev AI, from what I understand so far, is them utilizing some stuff that's out there right now. And then there's another 75%, which is their own creation of what they're offering the public, which is where we come in and we get to offer the public Lev AI. And then to the degree that they get involved and we can get paid. There's there's that element. So it's free right now. We're putting teams together around this conversation. Again, what the big takeaway for me is getting people educated about AI. And there's so much to be educated on. It's a constant evolution, obviously. But there are some things that people need to get in to the conversation. If they're not in, they got to get in the water so they can start to learn how to swim in these deep waters, as you might say.
Deep seek.
Deep seek for sure. So that's what I really am excited about. And then there'll come some times here where as they start to pull the trigger and as people start to get paid and as we'll have some very specific conversations about what is proven to work. Michael Dalco, we're blessed to be close to him. He's very close to a phone call away from Randy Schrader. Had him on the call yesterday, our first call here at 11 o'clock. So excited about that because that helps, their questions that they would be able to answer. Him, his son Blake is the CEO. And to have the ability to be that close to them, almost sitting in on board meetings, if you will, amongst some people that are playing the game on a high level, recognizing they have access to the same AI stuff that everybody on the planet has access to in the generic sense. But what they're codifying, what they're putting together to help all of us help other folks get AI savvy, I guess you could say, and best practices. And I'm sure they're, obviously it takes money to make money. Depending on how much money somebody has in this technical world, it could be a barrier to entry. But as far as accessing ChatGPT, anybody can access that. But in terms of putting systems together, I recognize they've got a competitive advantage in the fact that they've got access to some resources and people and some experience, and they have a desire to put this network together that allows us to put a network together and benefit off of our own network. So that's really what's got me excited about it. Like you said, it's, good advice is just learn as much AI as possible wherever one can learn it and apply it. I was asking ChatGPT some questions, and Andrew and I was sharing with him some of the questions that came back in this AI space, and just ways to create community and ways to create conversations around AI. And that, I think, and that human element, heard it with Van Jones and John Bryant, very similar to in that conversation they were having. The human element is not going away, but making sure, the one thing they said, and I quoted yesterday on a little live I did, if I can get it right, they said, don't let the people that know AI replace you.
Because that's what's going to happen. It's not you losing your job. It's if you don't know it. That's when you're going to get replaced.
Yeah, and that was really deep the way they were talking about that conversation about not letting the people that do know AI will be the ones that are still valuable.
Yes.
That's what ding, 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 ding went off in my head. If everybody else knows AI, that part should be somewhat scary because you're going to have a human element, but when they do want you as a human element and you don't know AI, why do they want you?
You're a dinosaur.
You become a dinosaur. So it's not as much worried about what AI can do to you. And I don't have any energy on that. We're going to deal with the robots. If they run up on me, we just have to deal with them. Hey,
you worry about that when we cross that bridge.
When we cross that bridge.
Yeah.
But the individuals that understand the language of AI are going to be in demand and understand that I still, that human element is still going to be a valuable thing.
Yeah, because I'm teaching it to my 8-year-old grandson.
Okay.
Because, when I can't be around and he needs to answer questions, I've taught him how to use it so that he can get these answers he needs in his homework if I'm not there.
I loved it. One thing that's exciting, I know it exists outside of Lev AI, but they talk about it in Lev AI as well. I thought about your grandson right now. If he wanted to get in a conversation with some people around the world, he could do it in whatever language. His own avatar could be speaking in Spanish or Japanese or with some other people, that some questions he might need answers to that are in Germany right now. I don't know.
Exactly.
But if he could ask it in German and get the answer back in English, for example.
It's just fascinating to me.
Yeah, I just think schooling is another topic that people talk a lot about. That's going to change.
Of course it is. I used to be a school teacher, and I teach my grandson. I homeschool him.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's going to change. My only concern about all this technology is that the writing, we got to still keep them writing because we don't use much writing anymore.
Yeah.
because everything's on the computer. And so his skill, his handwriting skills have languished, and because he's not using them enough. So every day I make him write 10 words just to keep him doing something.
No, that's good. And I'm sure
Mhm.
there's some people that aren't doing that at
Because
all.
I noticed that I was like, they don't write anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to sit down, there can be some scenarios where you just need to write something and or read something. I mean, and writing is tied to reading and all kind of stuff. So
Yes.
especially with other people learning, like as you're learning another language, like or we're all speaking other languages, that's great. You could show up in these other places and have it talk to people online and AI and did all kind of things. But when you actually show up there, you don't really speak that language like that. You don't really write it. You don't know it.
Right.
That could be a stumbling block potentially in
Yeah.
my mind.
Yes.
So yeah, but definitely having that English language, being able to write it, no, that's big, and it's just so much that it's changing. So these conversations will be very valuable as it relates to you know people in our community, people in whatever community we're in as women. If you get a women's group or whatever, having certain conversations and how the AI is really affecting and being utilized, best practices. I like to talk about. Um, which is really what it comes down to. I mean, people like if there's a better way to do something, people want to know right now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want the slow version. They like bring if there's a better way that the world is moving in this direction, tell me. Let me find out. So I got some good stuff today, man. I gotta go process it, just talking about how to utilize this bad boy, this thing called AI for our benefit, for other people's benefit, and um, and just what we can do to really bring people up to speed. Because part of it is not only myself staying up to speed, but I need everybody around me to be up
Yes.
to speed. You know,
Mhm.
I don't want to be speaking a language they don't speak. People I care about
Mhm.
and love, they don't know what the hell I'm saying. that that can be a problem. So that was some of my thoughts. That was basically it. Didn't have to be a long call today. I was just looking at a lot of it was going to be generated by who showed up. So thank you for showing up, Donna, and having this conversation every day. Again, there's that. They're still doing that 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. our time as well. So two
And they
times a
need to
day.
teach the art of prompting because that's the key to everything.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? And you know what I'm learning though also is undercut to that is that back to this just having a chat GPT or a like version of
Mhm.
that. I know Andrew mentioned, I think a co-pilot or something else he mentioned that you could do the same thing with. But just having a conversation with it meaning, so you'll learn, yeah, the prompting, what questions you ask
Mhm.
matter.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's
You
everything.
know, it's like they used to say with garbage in, garbage out. If you don't ask the right thing, you won't get the right answers. And
But
it'll go
just,
deep on you too. I
oh
love,
man.
I mean, it knows because I've put so much information over the past year about
Mhm,
myself. It
mhm.
knows so much about me. So it becomes like your friend.
That part. That's what I meant by, oh, check this out. I'm gonna drop it on everybody right now.
Uh-huh.
It'll be a thing that I'm gonna stay on. I had the idea, like before you go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna try to apply it tonight before I go to sleep. Because I just thought of it earlier today, but I'm gonna throw it out here. It's being recorded. So I think this will be a stable thing. What I plan to do tomorrow. It could be two different things. How the day went, summarize it, whoop, 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 whoop. It can have that available. And then number two, what I plan to do tomorrow, what's on my mind, things I want to make sure to get done, how I want to get them done, and have that all done before I go to sleep. And it will generate that as a reminder for me, the bullet points of what time I need to do what tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
From the time I wake up, whether it be prayer in my case or whatever somebody's doing, if they want to work out, whatever the bullet points that they want to get done, have that spoken into existence before they even go to sleep.
Yes, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? Just a real
Mhm.
tangible thing that can start to become a normal thing that now when you wake up right in front of you is like, oh yeah, there's no idea like you forgot or whatever. Or you could probably even tie it into some other things, alarms or whatever. It can get really sophisticated, but the basic idea that you could lay down and map out what you know you got to get done tomorrow, next week, whatever, and create some kind of a list for yourself, print it out or have it on your phone, whatever, that you could reference, like, okay, these are the main things, prioritize them for me, ChatGPT, what I really need, how it relates, and to the bigger stuff I'm working on. That can get so customized over time.
Yes.
And it could be, hey, remind me, and every day I'll let you know what I did. Let me know, get on my case, you know, figure out what's stopping me from making this stuff happen. I know I said I was supposed to do it. I look up in the day, I didn't even do it. Whatever. You can create your own thing where you got you reminding you of what you really need to be doing. And so I just thought about that. I think that'll be a nightly chat with ChatGPT about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just as a thing, I can't see that being bad. In my mind. Just because it's kind of like you got a wake up call with yourself. Most of us lay down and we have an idea already the next day what we
Now,
got.
do you use just ChatGPT or did you use the one with the 5?
The 5.0 one, you mean?
Have you used that one?
I haven't used that one. No, I
I haven't used that one either. What's the difference? It's probably,
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm sure even that's a good question for
I'll
chat.
ask ChatGPT.
They'll tell you what will 5.0 do that the previous ones
Yeah,
couldn't
but
do.
I'm gonna ask. I'll just ask the machine.
There you go. See there? I just got, hey, just that kind of that right there. Again, conversating with ChatGPT about stuff. But no,
So Andrew, have you been into using AI? Did Andrew leave us?
I know he's multitasking. You know how he is.
I know how he is. That's
Chances are he probably has found some other things
But
getting
I'm so
back.
glad that you're doing what you're doing, because our people need to be, I'd say, pushed into understanding that learning these things is going to make a difference for them. And when they learn it, they realize how much easier their life will be.
And not only that, Donna, what's in it also for me and you and us, I think, is the more, like you said, your 8-year-old and anyone around us, the more they utilize it, the more data they gonna have and learning. We learning from them. There's certain things they're gonna do that you and I wouldn't do it that way, and
Exactly.
it's gonna teach us something.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm still fascinated about all that thing. I spent 16 hours last week online with a company that had a program about generative AI. And with 2 days, I sat and listened, and learned so much.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, and that's one thing I get excited about. Imagine learning so much and then still getting paid in that process. That's, to me, what a lot of what Lev AI represents is by guiding people to this platform. Now we're listening, we're learning, and it really becomes something that I said again. It's you're not being replaced by the individuals that are creating the AI that you don't know what the hell's going on. So I believe with everything in me, our value as humans that understand what's going on and know how to utilize it to a basic level or an advanced level, but that's going to make us very valuable because all of these non-human intelligences are being created. They're intelligences. They're not biological intelligences, though.
No.
But it's definitely an intelligence that's thinking, and it's able to process and dialogue and whatever language and even forecast or whatever based on the data. What do you see coming down the pike? ChatGPT or whoever, like whatever. But my point, and it may be accurate, maybe not, but my point is that human element is going to be a very big thing. And those that are focused, this is what I feel with everything in me. Those that have a base, if you're not rooted in some kind of a base, ain't no telling how you might just be taken who knows where.
Yeah. Now, what prompted you to get started in AI?
Really, someone hit me with that. I mean, I've been watching it too. I've been always trying to help people, as you know, and always that's been in my spirit, just trying to bring value. But it's just the circumstances of time, and this Lev AI piece really, really prompted. I'm sure I wouldn't be this deep into it if there wasn't this Lev AI, because I would be out trying to find a way to bring value some other way.
Let me share this with you.
Yeah.
My grandson when he was 5, was appointed to be Bootsy Collins, the king of funk,
Oh,
to
yes.
be his peace ambassador.
Get out of here.
Okay, so I had to write a speech for a 5-year-old because he was actually sworn in by Judge Filer, Kevin Filer in Compton. They actually had a swearing in at the courthouse. Okay, he had to be sworn in as a peace officer. So he had to do an acceptance speech. So I had to write a speech for a 5-year-old. When I wrote the speech, I wanted to end it with a bang. You know how you want to end it with something, and I couldn't find that bang.
Okay.
So I went to AI and I fed it my speech, and I said, I want you to end it kind of poetically for him, in something that will catch the audience attention. And it gave me a one-liner and it was, because they were talking about peace. It said, let's spread peace like glitter. The organization took that one on as their mantra. Spread. I mean, glitter go. Kids understand that glitter goes everywhere.
Oh yeah, you can't
I
stop
mean,
it.
that's when I got sold and sold. I was like, oh shoot, they came up with, it can't replace our creativity, but it can enhance it. That's where we wanted to get, where we don't, because I'm a visual artist. I'm getting ready to go to a seminar that one of these organizations invited me to. It's for executives in AI. I don't know how they got me. They found me and asked me to come. And the one thing my concern is about, one, that what kind of safeguards are they putting up to guarantee that AI enhances and not just erases our creativity away from us, and I'm asking them and also as well as our rights as photographers, our copyrights infringement, what safeguards are then so that we don't lose our copyrights, because that's an important thing as a photographer. So
huge, man. I love it. That first, all the poetic part. Let's spread peace like glitter.
I mean, could that get any more simplistic? But hit the nail on the head.
They say the most profound stuff is just so simple.
Real simple. That's why they say keep it simple, stupid.
Which is hard for us humans to do, to just keep it simple.
We complicate everything.
Them giraffes and them whales, they keep it real simple. But I love it. Andrew, are you back?
Yeah, Andrew, I wanted to know, how did you get started with AI? I know you're involved in a whole lot of things, but what prompted you?
Huh?
What prompted me with this particular project, or
No, just with AI, period.
actually, it was several months ago. Of course, I was reading about it, hearing about it, but I did what a lot of people did. I started experimenting with ChatGPT, and that was the free version. But then it ran out of answering my questions, so I went up to the pro version.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I
Now,
began.
what does the pro version cost?
It's $20 a month.
Okay, that's not bad.
But the thing about it is I'm going to share my screen with you, Donna. One of the very special things about this Lev AI that's different than ChatGPT, and the difference is it's called your ChatGPT. And the reason is because, as Remus explained, the core technology that they're using, it's already on the market. It's been out there for quite some time, and it's called Now Live. I'll share that with you briefly, but the important thing to realize right now is that everything you put on ChatGPT belongs to them, even though it's your stuff. It's they got it, right. So the same thing is true with Lev AI, except this. Whereas ChatGPT only sources content from around the world on the internet, and then the stuff you added on it to customize it, that's your stuff, right? But as I understand it, with Lev AI, you'll have the ability to source your own. You can first migrate all the stuff you have right now on your ChatGPT over to Lev AI, as I understand
Oh,
it,
wow.
and then you'll be able to build from there with your own infrastructure, not just the internet, but your own infrastructure. That's what my understanding is. But I'm not an expert, so I'm going to share my screen with you briefly to bring up some of the key points.
Okay.
See if I can get this to accommodate. I've been having
Thank you
challenges.
guys for having this today.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thanks for being here. It would be useless without having an audience.
Exactly. Without the
I'm your
dialogue.
audience today.
Definitely. That's a
I'm
big
willing.
audience.
I'm willing.
No,
That's
that's
all it
good.
takes. That's all it
Mhm.
takes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but technology is great when it works.
Yeah, as a mother, you mentioned your child and children, and I mean, there's certain thoughts that are universal. I guarantee you, certain thoughts that we have, you represent millions, if not billions, of other people with that same thought. So it's very informative. We still have our own processing as brains. As much as AI is learning, it's really mimicking us as human beings. To me,
Yes.
we all are processing data, but it keeps it without us getting all foggy. It don't get foggy.
Yeah.
It stays clear. But go ahead, Andrew. You can share something.
Yeah, actually, it's just the 100-second video on Let's Be Real about Lev AI. I'm just having a challenge with my internet connectivity.
Okay.
Donna, did you see a 30-second? Did you see a minute video on Lev AI? Do you remember that? That's what
Did
I'm
I
trying to
see
bring
it
up to
where?
show it to you now.
I wanted to see it now.
In
I
your
gotta
email,
call.
I sent.
You know what? I
Oh, okay,
missed that because I've been so busy. I just can make it to the meeting sometimes. I was focused on coming
well,
to the
hey,
meeting.
look,
I didn't read the email like that.
no worries. Look, Remus, I'm
Yeah.
having a challenge. Can you share the video, the little 30-minute video with her? Are you able to do that on your phone or not?
Let's see. First of all, let me pull up the share screen part. I have it on my phone. I guess I should probably pull it up first. And so I have it accessible right away. Then I can just go right to it. Is that let me just copy it and see if I can just paste it in here. Yeah, that will be valuable. It's a minute and what, 40 seconds, something like that. Yeah, it'll be good to see that. And then we could kind of kick it ideas back and forth around that. Let's see where I have it. I know I sent it out to a lot of people also. Here we go. Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let me see if I can grab it real quick here. I know I sent it to you, Andrew. I sent it to a lot of people. Let me see here. Yeah, that would be good. I think that'll be a good thing to just have available from now on when we do these. For those that haven't seen it, it's a great little synopsis in a minute and 40 seconds or so. So let me see here.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know much about Lev AI.
Okay. Yeah, the presentations are every day. They can be 30 minutes and people are busy sometimes, so I get it. So just having a quick little sizzle, it's a sizzle video, they call it in the industry. It is valuable to have. Here we go. I got it right here. All right, let me see. So I've copied it, Andrew. Now let me come over here now. Hopefully I can just paste it when I hit my share. But see, when it says share screen, let me just try it. Let me see if we'll walk through it here. So share my screen. Okay, start broadcast, screen broadcast. Let me know when you can see something. It says
Starting the show, something. It says
okay.
screen broadcast is what it says right now.
Yeah, I got a notification that I'm sharing, but I guess it's still processing that. So so it says I'm sharing, but we just gotta wait for it. So I guess it's the question now is what is it gonna share? So I gotta I think let me see here. So I think I need to just go on my phone. Maybe it's let me see. I don't know. Gotta rehearse that, man, and figure out. I just need to know where to go.
Share it.
I mean, what? Yeah, like if on my laptop, it's different. If I was on a laptop on Zoom, it would be one thing. You'd see my laptop. But right now, I've got it playing on my screen.
Let's be real.
I don't know if you guys
Marketing
can
your
see it.
business and keeping up with AI tools shouldn't be this hard.
You're not able to hear it, are you? Because I was playing
Yes,
it.
I can hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, I can do it like that. But well, we wanted you to see it, though,
Yes.
right? All right. Let me okay. I'll rewind it. That was only 6 seconds.
Okay,
I'll back
rewind
it up. But here we go.
Let's be real. Marketing your business and keeping up with AI tools shouldn't be this
see it?
hard. That's why
Yes.
there's Lev AI, the all-in-one customer growth system built for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs.
Oh shoot, I messed up. Let me go back. I was trying to do too much. I was trying to see what you guys see. And it messed everything up for me. Let me go back over here. All right. I'm glad y'all can see it though. Now I see it. Wow.
Small business owners, and many others. From the start, Lev AI learns your brand and voice. Need a post right now? My AI Social gives you platform-ready content, comments, and DMs that sound just like you and speaks to your audience. Want your message everywhere? With My AI Video, you can create an AI twin that looks and sounds like you, or select an avatar to deliver your script in nearly any language. Need a website today? My Web spins up a branded site. Copy, images, SEO, ready in minutes. With My Network, add contacts by screenshot. Lev AI enhances each contact you add and creates a personality profile, then suggests what to say next and tracks follow-ups. It also reminds you when to reach out. And with My Prospects, find new prospects, filter by location or role, and know exactly how to approach them. Not sure how to reply to a prospect? Help Me Reply keeps conversations moving and wins you more customers. With Lev AI, you show up, stay consistent, and grow without an expensive agency or a dozen tools. Ready to make AI marketing simple? Join as a member to use Lev AI for your business. Want to earn by sharing Lev AI? Become a partner. Get Lev AI.
There it is. Any
Yes.
thoughts,
But
guys?
this is primarily used for marketing, huh?
Well, that's just
Well-
it, Donna. Part of what my intent is for us to adapt this for artists and also for non-governmental organizations, for nonprofits,
Mm-hmm.
because the idea is that they have built this around a network marketing plan, where when you bring people in, then you get a portion of money that they bring, and et cetera, so on and so forth. But if you have a business, you could actually offer this as a business service, and when people come in and buy it, then part of that goes to your business. If you have a church or a nonprofit, and you, as I understand it, if you step in to a role, then your members, anyone that decides to, utilize this as a service, can also benefit you. That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around, Donna. So that's what I'm
Right.
working on today to find out how that works. That's my thing. Yes.
Okay.
See, what I anticipate is, let's say they go live and whoever's paid the $50 a month at some point here, or $100 a month to utilize these services that Lev AI that just talked about briefly what they offer over here. To me, the value is going to be still helping people utilize it. I see sessions where like everybody's going to have access to all of it if they paid the $50 or the $100, but it's still going to be a hold their hand. I don't have much faith that people that already use it. They're already using AI. But I believe it's going to be for those people that say, okay, now I signed up for this. I'm paying $100 a month. There's still going to be an element of like, I'm going to love to do some Zooms or whatever, where you're going to watch me help Donna with the specifics of what she's dealing with. I'm going to use her services, help her use her services to get done whatever she's trying to get done. Once she gets comfortable using it, she's on autopilot. Helping her get it to where she can talk in all these different languages. There's going to be a ramp up tool or time, I should say, to learn how to utilize all the stuff that's there. That I think is going to be, again, where the value added part on our team with Awesome Intelligence here is to help people utilize it. Because like Andrew said, there's some things out there that I could spend all day just helping people in AI that already exists. We could create a subscription thing right now, pay $10 a month, $5 a month, $20 a month, and I'll help you walk through the AI that's already out there. That could be something that could be done right now. But unlike Lev AI, there's no other thing than me just trying to create some income with that or something like that, or try to help out like that, bring value. I'd have to subscription or one-on-one do that. and that could be a business model. But with Lev AI, the fact that they're paying for the $50 a month over here, $100 a month, and they're on my team, half of that comes to me. So if I got 100 people that are just plugged into Lev AI and they learn it, then they stick around paying every month, that's money coming to me every month. That's the opportunity with Lev AI. You get to build a team that over here learning and being around this, and they're in position to get paid just because millions of people are going to be rushing to learn about Lev or learn about AI somewhere. If they learn over here, you get paid. That's what I see.
One thing, Donna, that stood out to me is that, like I said, this with Lev AI, as I understand it, they have 10 to 12 different AI tools that all connect together. So that's unlike ChatGPT and let's say Claude or something else. In those cases, you have to get a separate subscription for each one, and they don't have to share the same information. What I was explaining to you earlier, it was that Lev AI is that whatever content you bring in, it belongs to you. It's your content, right? But then all the other tools that are there, they are all able to access that same information. So it's not just a ChatGPT, it's also the appointment setting device. It's also the email forwarding device. And for you, it's also the posting device. When you have an event coming up, you're able then to have your duplicate, Donna, to actually be there telling people about your upcoming advice. While you still sleep, it's still working. So it's those kind of tools that make it very important, I think, for people like you and your business, Donna.
Yeah, that takes my mind back to the hands-on doing this of again, I was talking earlier, I heard Van Jones say, go get ChatGPT, and it's like, okay, yeah, and just start and just utilizing it. So in talking with Andrew, we talked about Patreon. It came up as a suggestion just from a conversation I was having with ChatGPT about utilizing it and knowing that there's networking going on and just having these conversations. It led to your Patreon, and there was some online banking information, banks that I think they call it online first banking. And the way I understand that from the conversation is if you go to Wells Fargo, you have a regular account, you walk in, and then you can get their online banking as well. But some folks just still go into Chase or they go into Bank of America, they go in wherever they go, and they just bank like that. They may or may not actually do the online banking. Most people are. But my point is there's some online banks, online first banking where you don't even, maybe they have a way to walk in, I don't know. But the first thing you ever do at that bank is go online and start banking with them. And they focus in on digital banking. So that was something I learned today.
But everything's going digital. You're going to be seeing a lot of corporations going out because a lot of stores going out.
Right. And that's, again, going out, losing jobs, being replaced. That's the conversation. Awesome intelligence isn't focused on that. Awesome intelligence is how you can benefit off of it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that.
My cousin is at banking and they're gonna lose their job. And okay, they're telling, I get all of that. But hey, that the negative takes care of itself. That's happening.
But that's like in anything, when we went from horses to cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Change is the only thing we can depend on in this universe. Change is always coming.
Yeah.
So we have to be open to it and receptive and learn how we can use it for our greater good and forget all the other stuff.
That part. While everybody's singing doom and gloom, people getting on airplanes and they traveling and doing stuff.
But look, they sang doom and gloom about 2000. Remember when everybody was saying 2000, and we here in 2025.
They're probably gonna do the doom and gloom again in 2100.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you gotta keep looking up and onward. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I try to tell people, I don't care how many years you put on this planet, you can still learn.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Never stop your learning.
And you would hope, and what AI does is it learns how to learn, and it learns what it learned and learns from there. And as humans, we potentially could do that.
Yeah,
but many of us don't.
We try. We think this is. I had my ex-husband tell me the other day, He had learned all he needed to know.
Wow.
I said, that's why I ain't with you no more.
That
No
was the point.
comment.
I jumped off the bandwagon.
Well, look, Donna, I don't know if you have time, but I can send you some videos about Lev AI. But every day at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, they do have a webinar. Will you have time to check
let me
it out,
slow
or do
that.
you have any
Let me
You
make
information?
that.
already send it
Hey,
to me. Yo, have you
yeah,
already sent it to me?
yeah. Let me make it a little more accurate for her brain. It's
Mhm.
6
Thank you.
o'clock. It's 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. You're right, but it's 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that is
Oh, it's
important.
6 p.m. 9. Okay, I won't be able to do it tonight. I'm working for the next 5 days. I'm doing Bill Duke tonight. He's being honored
Oh,
at the
great.
California
Oh,
African American Museum. I
oh,
got a job every night till Tuesday.
oh, tell him I said hello, please.
So yeah, but
Yeah.
I wanted to take this time out to come and join you guys, and as much as I can, because I'm a teacher too in the day and photographer at night. But I
nice.
did take my time. I told my grandson, look, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go talk with Andrew and
Right.
see. And I'm glad I will join you whenever possible because I want to keep learning. And I always trust you guys. I've been with y'all a long time.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll send you a few videos. You can look at them when you have a chance in the
Thank
middle
you.
of your
Please do
breaks.
that because I
I can
gotta
do that.
go now. But
All right,
thank
me
you
too.
so much, and keep
Love
me,
you.
keep me posted on everything you do.
Yes, yes,
Thanks,
and yes.
Donna.
All right, have a blessed day.
Have a
All
good one.
right.
Knock 'em
Okay,
dead
bye
Love you.
bye.
tonight. Have a great one.
All right, Remus.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I need to have a hard stop in a few minutes. Anything
Okay.
we're gonna need to talk about to close, or are we gonna close it up?
Not so much, but just for knowing that those are looking at this later on. Again, right now, if you're looking at this relatively soon, it could be here a year from now. You're still listening to this, but right now, tonight, 6 o'clock p.m. There's going to be a presentation with Lev AI. Feel free to tap in. That's pretty much every night until you hear otherwise. Learn about what's going on with this. What's exciting about it is free right now. Come on board, take a look, and stay tuned and learn some more AI no matter what you do every day. Talk to you soon. All right, bro.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, brother.
Okay, you too now. Take care.